a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the a.m. that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la. Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the a.m. that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb. A new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes. Taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great. Popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb. A new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in as we go live on Beaufort's on from Beaufort High School. So we got another girls lacrosse matchup here today. We got Beaufort High hosting Philip Simmons High School region contest here. Don't forget, this is a doubleheader today. We got the girls playing first really quickly at 6 o'clock, and then following that is going to be the boys. And we're going to be live for both games.
Philip Simmons winning the face-off here, start the game. And the last match we were at here against Hilton Head for the Eagles, lost a lot of those face-offs. There's already, I believe, a goal for Philip Simmons there right away, as it is 1-0 on the scoreboard instantly right as the game starts. We saw it in the game against Hilton Head when we were here a few weeks ago as well. Beaufort just instantly losing that face-off and being scored on right away. Just 16 seconds into this one, 1-0. Philip Simmons already. Beaufort trying to win the face-off here.
Yeah, and this could be a scary game for Beaufort as they lost to Hilton Head, and then this team, Philip Simmons, beat Hilton Head as well. So it would insinuate that they're the better team here tonight. You never know. Some teams have great matchups, but Coach Pellegrino, often tells us that this is a team with most of the girls who are new to the sport. There's a lot of young girls on this team, a lot of first-year players, so they're still learning. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, Philip Simmons has has a player on their team by the name of Zaire Mack. You might remember her from basketball season. She's playing defender. She played really well for them during basketball season, and she's out here on this lacrosse team as well. So
Yeah,
Lucky
she
for
can
her.
play defense for this team as well. She can knock down mid-range jumpers like we saw in the Philip Simmons versus Beaufort girls matchup today,
And there she
obviously.
goes right there on the defense right there, coming across about that 20-yard line there, number 19 for Philip Simmons.
Now Beaufort doing a good job working the ball into Philip Simmons half the field against Hilton Head. Obviously, they weren't able to keep it out of their own half, so crossing midfield is a key to this game for them. And then talking to Coach Pellegrino before last game, I saw him saying, "I'm new to this sport. What do I need to know about it?" He said, "Dominate the midfield is key. If you can't dominate the midfield, you're not going to be able to win." So important part for Beaufort's game tonight. Just dominating midfield, winning faceoffs, and just keeping the ball out of their own half. Obviously, the more Philip Simmons, as they get the ball back here and go on the offensive, the more they had the ball on Beaufort's side of the field, the more likely they're going to be able to score goals. So you get around the defender here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure exactly what was going on there as Carr didn't know exactly where she wanted to go the ball, and she was just taking her time there on the other side of the field before it finally got slapped out, giving that defender a lot of time to be able to make that steal there.
Yeah, like you mentioned, as the shot there, that will be another goal.
I know that was a save by Ramirez.
Oh, that was a save. I saw the goalie point. All right, the referee point, excuse me. Great save by Ramirez there, keeping this game at 1-0. I saw the referee make the gesture and, thought it was a goal. Got a little ahead of myself there, but
Yeah, I know we're far away. We're all the way up here at the top of the booth, on top of the press box. So you fall in that small white ball. It is hard, to keep up with sometimes, and I lose it a lot of times by myself, especially when I was watching the boys game, covering the boys game without you there. I had to focus more on the field so I could commentate and do both as well instead of just on the computer. And I often missed a lot of commentating when it came to goals. And that is the second goal right there.
2-0 now. And after a great save from Ramirez, unable to keep that one out. And as you mentioned, this Philip Simmons team beating Hilton Head, winning 9-4, and Hilton Head, won 19-4, I believe was the final score when we were here last covering girls lacrosse at Beaufort High. So obviously, like you said, any day of the week you can beat a team, but as you mentioned, that would insinuate that perhaps Philip Simmons is the better team. And so far, showing it here, already up 2-0. Obviously, I hope Beaufort can get back into this game, make the game a little more interesting as they try to win the face-off here. But it'll be won by Philip Simmons for the third time in a row. So far, 3-0 Philip Simmons in face-offs. He's now passed there, and a great save from Ramirez, but unable.
Second chance points there, and that one's going to go inside the net.
Great first save, unable to keep the second shot attempt out there. And like I just mentioned, 3-0 in faceoffs, and now 3-0 on the scoreboard. Obviously, in this sport, it's apparent that winning faceoffs is key to scoring points. As you pick that ball up, you have all the momentum headed down that offensive side of the field, trying to score there. And obviously, it's worked out well for Philip Simmons as they've just been able to pick the ball right up after the faceoff and take it all the way.
I said, I don't know if it matters in lacrosse, but you got to see the size difference between Wiggins and Mello here in the face off. But Wiggins going to win there. And
Now running the ball down the field there, looking for a pass, and she will pass that one off.
Looked like she was running too fast for herself there, almost tripped up a little bit.
She gets the ball in the return, now looking, and she will shoot. That will not go in the net. Beaufort High just hanging out back behind there, trying to wrap around. And now a whistle from the referee. Looks like Beaufort are going to get a chance here.
Way quick shot and a nice save.
And I'm not exactly sure what to call that there. I'm not sure if it's called a penalty like in soccer, but it kind of looks to me like she gets a free run up as they'll redo it again here. Obviously, I need to learn the terminology, what this play is called. Maybe a power play like in hockey. She'll miss again there. Two opportunities, but not able to capitalize on either of them. I'll be sure to ask the landscaper at my school what that play is called, as he is a lacrosse expert as he played for Bluffton High School. But like I said, not exactly sure about that play. Not sure whether it's called a power play like in hockey or just a penalty in soccer. But it looks like they appear to get somewhat of a free run up as now Philip Simmons' turn. Try and make it 4-0 here.
And that's going to be another one. They're going to convert there.
Yeah, it looked like Ramirez had it stopped, but just too powerful goes through her legs there. Already 4-0, just 5.5 minutes in here. And unlike in baseball the other day, whenever we were over at the baseball stadium and it was 19-3 or 4, excuse me,
Yeah,
and
that
there
was
was
a
a
long
mercy rule
game.
in this sport. It was 19-4 Hilton Head, and it did not appear to be a mercy rule. So this game, they run the clock all the way down. You can score as many times as possible. No mercy rule. It's already 4-0 here. Philip Simmons winning the face-off again.
I think the difference in the sport like baseball is you go through innings, you kind of really don't have a time. So, when you think about sports where you have a time limit, you can kind of just run the clock or keep the clock rolling or just, at least play the time out. But with baseball, you don't have the option. So if you can't strike a team out, they can keep running it up as long as they can in that inning until you can get those three out. So I think that might be the difference why you might have to institute a mercy rule in a sport like baseball.
It was just interesting to see the 19-4 similar scores, but like you mentioned, no clock, different sports. Just interesting to see how they all work officiating wise and time wise. Is now wrapping around is Philip Simmons after the shot was saved just a few moments ago from Ramirez. She's had a few saves tonight, obviously not able to keep out those 4 goals, but other than that, is now they get another one. For a second, I paused because last time I said they scored, she saved it, so I paused for a second. But this time they did score.
Be sure.
Now 5-0. I had to see confirmation from the ref as he blows the whistle now.
There's going to be a timeout by Beaufort High.
Yeah, Coach Pellegrino wanted to take a timeout here. Game not even barely just started and already down 5-0. It's like they don't have game all over again. And, that's not what you want to see. They're 2-2. Not sure the score of the game that they played Monday. Prep, at least that's according to Max Refs, that's who they played, but no score posted there. And obviously, as I've mentioned, the only game we've been to so far was the one against Hilton Head. But in that game, they got down early, and every time they scored a goal, so far they haven't scored yet, but every time they scored a goal, Hilton Head, which is add on about 3 or 4 more just to make it impossible to climb out of that hole. So if you're Beaufort, you got to get something going offensively. You have to play better defense. Obviously, Ramirez, other than the goals she's allowed, she's played well, had a couple saves, but she can't do it all herself. She needs those defenders to step up and win the ball back and get it onto Philip Simmons' side of the field. It's just like in the Hilton Head game. Beaufort has just been stuck in their own half.
Yeah, that's what I said, because a goalie's job is to, a goalkeeper's job is to protect the goal, and they're not allowed to allow anyone to score. That's why they're there. But I felt like also, in a sense, by the time the ball gets shot at the goalkeeper, well, everybody else has kind of failed at preventing the ball from getting to the other side of the field and, getting it the other way. So, I mean, granted, it's not, easy to do so. But at that point, it gets to the goalkeeper. She has to do her job too in preventing those shots. But by the time it gets there, it's a whole team effort, on defense, especially when you have people specifically called defenders to be able to help that goalkeeper out.
Yeah, whenever she makes those saves, too, you like to see the Beaufort defense, quick to retrieve that ball and help her out a little, just clear it out of there. not allow the Philip Simmons defenders to get second chance shots, as we saw one of the goals that they scored as the faceoff coming here. Beaufort looking to win that. But we saw after the shot, she made the save. They were able just to pick it back up and get a second chance goal. So can't allow those as well. Now the sixth face-off in the game.
Teammates
And
coming in to help, going Beaufort's way.
Beaufort able to win that one. A whistle there, but it'll still be Beaufort's ball. Picked up there, and another whistle. I believe that's just advantage being played. Usually whenever you hear whistles, you expect the play to be stopped, but whistle going on as the play continues. That one dropped there.
Yeah, it just fell into the lap of Philip Simmons and now running full speed down the field the other way.
Yeah, what's been impressive in this game and the first game we covered, just like I said, never seen this before, as they score another goal, is the player's ability to just pick up the ball and just start sprinting down the field. They'll go 20, 30, even 40 to 50 yards just all the way downfield before either taking a shot or passing it off. So seeing the speed and the quickness has been really cool and fun to watch. Scoring another goal there. 6-0. Beaufort would probably like to score at least one or two, or once or twice, excuse me, before going into the half. Just try and boost their confidence here. A shutout would not be good for them morale-wise, that you have to think. But Philip Simmons off and running once again.
Yep, that's
Passes the
Preston.
ball off, and that one over, and a whistle. They're going to say she was hit on the arm, I believe, and they'll get a chance at the goal here from that left side. Opting not to shoot there. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, we were in sync there. We said basically the same exact thing, man.
I thought she was going to go for it so far. All the plays, they just flung it right at goal, but opting to pass that time, maybe saw a better option. She's the one down the field. We're up here, so can see the whole field.
And I said, but I was shocked that she didn't shoot the ball. I didn't know that you had that
Great
option. Nice save
save
by Ramirez. But I didn't know you had the option. I thought when you get a shot attempt, penalty shot attempt, you have to take it.
First pass on the penalty we've seen is now Beaufort winding up with the ball, trying to cross midfield. And once again, losing that ball right at midfield. So they're going to blow the play dead, now picked up by Philip Simmons.
Just one smooth motion there, and they just keep it rolling.
Great save from Ramirez again. Philip Simmons coming around from behind the net. Yeah, and Philip Simmons 6-1 on the year so far, coming off the 17-5 win against Academic Magnet. So obviously for them, so far their only loss on the year was to Wando 20-7 up in Mount Pleasant. Or actually, it was at home in Charleston, but Wando coming from Mount Pleasant defeating them on their home turf. But since then, they've won 6 straight. That was their season opener. So on a 6-game win streak.
But I don't think that counts. I mean, when you talk about Wando's year in, year out one of the biggest schools in the state, F5A school. This is, 3A with Philip Simmons. So, to lose that game,
Another penalty shot coming here, as that time she will shoot and will score. Now 7-0. Beaufort defense going to have to do a better job of not fouling in that zone there, just giving them free opportunities right at the goal. Now 7-0, still 15 minutes to go till the half. would not be shocked to see Philip Simmons get to double digits before halftime. Yeah, if we're able to rattle off 6 straight wins after losing to Wanda, and like you said, year in year out, one of the biggest schools. I've never seen any of their sports, so I'm not sure how great their teams are. But obviously, if they won 20-7, must be pretty good at girls lacrosse. Ref will drop the ball for the face-off here. And Beaufort will win it here as they get a rare chance, but dropped. Play will resume. Our whistle blown dead. Started running with the ball there. I didn't hear the ref's whistle. And it'll now play will resume. Beaufort with an opportunity here to get a shot on goals. They've hardly crossed over into Philip Simmons' side of the field all night so far.
And good defense there by Philip Simmons. Beaufort looking around, trying to find the space for a shot attempt, not able to get one off.
Yeah, and Mac in the middle there playing lockdown defense just like in basketball, two-sport star.
Yeah, her and Mello, man. Mello's definitely been doing good here for Philip Simmons as well. Lady Iron Horse.
That ball's going to bounce all the way. Trying to get to it first was Beaufort, but Philip Simmons. And now the foul.
Dropping the shot attempt there was Coggin. Look, she had an opportunity there for a score, just dropped it as she's going through her scoring motion, shooting motion. You have the teammates on the sideline for Max screaming there. You can tell she's definitely a school fan favorite. You can see her on the defense. You can see her shuffling her feet just like she would in basketball there on the defense. And it was funny, because after the game against Beaufort High, the boys always play after the girls in varsity. But she led the charge when the boys came out of the tunnel out of the door. She was up front cheering louder than the cheerleader.
Yeah, Nora O'Brien over there for Beaufort on that defensive side of Philip Simmons, just trying to get through there, but Max stepping in the way, shuffling those feet, just not letting her get through. Now Philip Simmons just passing around behind the net, looking for a good shot.
Another close range attempt, and that's just hard to beat right there. When you able to get in that close for a shot attempt, to be able to get that quick pass.
Yeah, they were just able to, as you mentioned earlier, control the clock and just pass it around behind the net. Obviously, there was a Beaufort defender there, but she was just guarding the pass. And so once you get that pass off, there's no defender there. Close range, it's just really hard for the goalie to save that. Philip Simmons moving the ball well leads to another goal. Now 8-0. This gets harder and harder for Beaufort to come back from. Another face-off coming here.
Yeah, just a message to the fans. I let that clock roll on a little bit too long, so I'm not going to start it here. Let it catch up. About 30 seconds ahead. And there goes another goal as she runs straight to the net from the face-off.
That happened so fast, I couldn't even tell what was happening. I was literally staring straight at the goal, and I didn't see that ball go in. But once again, Now 9-0, able to score another goal off the faceoff, and just like Coach Pellegrino told me, dominating that midfield or winning those faceoffs, ever so important. It's just something Beaufort has not been able to do tonight.
Yeah, you just can't let that happen. She wins the faceoff, takes it herself all the way down the field, and scores the goal.
Yeah, there were like 2 to 3 Beaufort defenders in the vicinity. You just can't let that happen. Got to close in. Honestly, non-contact sports, not like boys where you can check them with your stick or anything, but still got to at least make an effort to try and
And
like
she
body
goes for
block
attempt
that
number
shot.
2. She does it for a second time in a row. It's Coggin.
Coggin doesn't even need the pass. She's just doing it all herself immediately. Just like I said, really impressive to just watch them pick up the ball and just take it all the way downfield and either pass or score themselves like Coggins has done these last 2 face-offs. She can do it and make it 3 in a row.
But yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Is that I don't think that's Ramirez's fault. You know, she
Those defenders got to step in there,
yeah, that's
get in
2
the
plays in a
way.
row. Yeah, that's 2 plays in a row. I'm saying the 2 series in a row. That she wins the face-off and then runs. She doesn't pass it to a teammate. There's not a play drawn. She's literally just getting the ball off the face-off and then running. You know what I'm saying with it, and that takes that skill, and that's also a little bit of lack of defense there because she's also holding on to the ball in the face-off. And usually the face-off side teammate has to come and scoop up that loose ball or something like that, or they quickly try to pass it to somebody. So she's securing the ball at the face-off and then running down the field and scoring.
And a foul called there. So it'll be Philip Simmons' ball. Now looking. She passes that one off. Good pass back inside. Saw a bunch of defenders close down on that one, trying to make an effort there. Now another penalty shot coming, it looks like, however. And that will be another goal and reaching double digits, now 10-0. Or 11-0, excuse me. They scored so fast in those back-to-back faceoffs. The fact that they're winning 11-0 though, and they're 3A, same class as Beaufort. Obviously region rivals in every sport. So it's not like Hilton Head, where Hilton Head's a higher classification 4A, just putting a beat down on Beaufort. No, this is a 3A school, and obviously, just because you're lower class doesn't mean you're less better than other teams in higher classifications. But Beaufort, this being a region rivalry, so to speak, it's just impressive that Philip Simmons has been able to dominate the game like this so far, up 11-0, and looking to add on.
I said, well, you were wondering what the mercy rule would be. I guess up 10 would be it up 11 because after that 11 the goals, the clock just kept rolling. Apologize on the camera there. I'm still used to hearing the whistle and just having a little bit of a moment there. So I didn't, I
Still
wasn't
hasn't synced in yet.
right.
Nice save from Ramirez there. Now, this time, Beaufort able, after that shot, to regain the ball. That's what you'd like to see more of, not giving Philip Simmons second chance opportunities. The second you get the ball, just swarm to it and don't let them get another shot attempt. Great job
Nice
there.
pass up with the car. Yeah, to get out of trouble. She was getting near that sideline, nowhere to go, but then a pass directly to Philip Simmons.
Yeah, trying to
And
do a little too
Trejo
much
going out
there.
of the way.
Just
Easy.
get it out of their side of the field, but led to a turnover. Now it's really crowded down there on Beaufort's half. Philip Simmons working around the net.
And look for that runaround shot attempt. Nice save by Ramirez. I felt like I knew that one was coming. I just saw it just sound like she was warming up to curve around and make that shot attempt.
Now receiving the pass, but having to come all the way around there, but good pass. Not sure if that goal will count. Looks like she did score, but a whistle just before. And it will not. Beaufort looking to advance upfield. Over on that sideline. Nice pass there.
And while we got a moment, just want to remind everybody that if you are enjoying our stream, you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 to donate and help support our coverage of local high school sports.
Ball rolling past the goal there, recovered by Beaufort. Now looking to advance the ball. Second there, I thought that one was intercepted, but that will end up in her net. Now the whistle. They keep the clock rolling. Now Philip Simmons losing the ball. Leads to the pickup there. That was Emily Bennett, number 17 for Beaufort, able to get that. Now the foul called. Sophia Pellegrino over there trying to make her way through the defense. She'll pass that one off. Now a shot for Beaufort.
Yeah, bouncing on the ground, but at least they were able to get a shot attempt off. Something that's been uncommon for Beaufort so far in this game.
Yeah, I believe that's their first attempted shot of the night. I've been tracking correctly, obviously, fast moving pace wise, but just taking their time here. It's passing it around. Pellegrino over there in the middle looks like she's open, but opting not to pass and now losing that ball. But the foul called.
Once again, Mello getting in there, chopping that stick. It's just so weird to hear that just the whistles and they just keep going. It's like, how do you know when you're supposed to keep playing or when you're supposed to stop? They just blow the whistle throughout the game. And at first, before, I thought it was, maybe it was like a fan or somebody on the sideline that was blowing the whistle.
Now another goal there for Philip Simmons. Having to play defense for a little bit, but finally able to get back on the offensive side, scoring their 12th goal. About 3.5 minutes to go till the half. Obviously up 12-0. Their coach will be pleased. Crazy to think that there's still a whole other half to go with how many goals we've seen scored from Philip Simmons here. But so far in the two games that we've been to for girls lacrosse, obviously I was not there for the boys game. I'll be watching the boys game next on the live stream. But, lots of scoring, very high scoring so far from what I've seen.
I like how the weather just kind of cleared up perfectly for the night. It was pretty much raining all day, basically since last night. It was raining on and off all throughout the day, and just right about 5 o'clock, it started to clear up, and there hasn't really been any rain since.
Yeah, I woke up this morning, got in the car to nice save there right into the net. I got into my car this morning and all the pollen was gone, but
Right.
a bunch of flower petals that because I park underneath a tree at my house, so they were all over my car. So traded pollen for flower petals, but all those came off after a while from the rain. whistle there, and this time the play will stop as that clock keeps rolling. About to hit 2 minutes. Now penalty chance for Beaufort High.
So yeah, the defensive closes quickly for Philip Simmons.
Yeah, great defense there. Philip Simmons, we've just been able to see them run. Great save there as well. Beaufort just not being able to find a way through. And now Philip Simmons and a nice turn there. Now running down the field, passing that off. Cuts inside and goal. And what a well-worked goal. They went, in basketball, we call it coast to coast. They just took it from one half of the field to the other, started with the save and the defense leading to offense there. Great passing. And that turn at midfield was what made the key for me there, able to get away from the defense with ease. Now 13-0 with a minute to go. Philip Simmons, I'm sure their coach is going to be pumped up at halftime with this big of a lead and how well they've played so far. As Beaufort turn this around, looks like it'll be 7 straight wins for Philip Simmons here.
Yeah, and I wish we had the scoring updated. I mean, granted, we do get the post game emails, which I kind of read and I kind of look at the stats just a little bit, but to really be able to know what their record is as far as what happened against Evans and Pinewood Prep since the last game that we filmed, to really tell the record of Beaufort, they're 2-2. So they haven't been bad. It's just maybe they're a good team, but maybe they're not ready for maybe some higher tier competition might be the thing, and that's not necessarily a bad place to be. When, like Coach Pellegrino said, is that you got a lot of players that are new to the sport. So for example, your goalie, Jordan, remember she's a freshman. And so that's going to be the end of the first half. We'll be live for the second. Right after this, Philip Simmons up 13-0. Welcome back, everybody, into the second half. 25 minutes is on the clock. Face off on the way. First half completely dominated by Philip Simmons, 13-0.
They win the face-off here. Now with the team switching sides, they're going the other way than they were the first half. Good passing here. Looks like this could lead to a goal, and it will. Once again, winning the face-off, taking it right down the field and scoring. Now 14-0. Like you said, obviously first half dominated by Philip Simmons, immediately scoring right out of the gate here to start this second. It would be nice if Beaufort could at least get on board once or twice here, not see them get shut out. So far, things looking that way. They've had a few shot attempts there to end that first half, so looking better offensively, but just need to be more solid defensively there. Can't allow them to just win the faceoff and take it right down the field and score. But good passing from Philip Simmons. Now another faceoff coming here. And that one won by Philip Simmons again. See if they can go back to back here. That passed a little too far, but player there to collect it. Now moving inside, dropping the ball, however. Looked like she would have had a good shot attempt there had she been able to hang on. Now another pass inside. Nice save from Ramirez.
Yeah, Philip Simmons has done really good at getting those close range shots. It's not like they're taking a lot of shots from outside, from outside the penalty line or, you know, outside the box from long away, and they're doing really good at getting those close range shots. They're within 5 yards of Ramirez when they're shooting those shots, and I don't think that's necessarily her fault to blame.
Now Beaufort in Philip Simmons half of the field, and a shot there, and they will score. Finally able to get one there. Great movement. Cut inside and unleash the shot. Now 14-1. Beaufort finally able to get on the board there.
And that's good on Beaufort finally able. It's good on Beaufort finally able to get one on the board here to avoid the shutout today.
Philip Simmons able to win this faceoff here, however, and so far in this game, where Philip Simmons wins a faceoff, it usually leads to a goal. See if Beaufort defense can hold them. The shot there, very impressive. I saw that. I was surprised she went for that without even seeing the net there. Obviously, good field presence, able to know exactly where the net is, and that's a top 10 play right there. This were being shown on ESPN at Sports Center where they play behind the back, and at this point, Philip Simmons just showing off how great of a team they are, now up 15-1. Now Beaufort able to win this face-off here. The ball won back by Philip Simmons. Now headed up the sideline there. Hannah Patterson is working her way up that sideline, and that'll be a goal there. Look down at my phone and check the roster to see who number 12 was, and the second I said her name, Hannah Patterson, I look up and they scored. Philip Simmons just been able to score at will tonight now with a 15-goal lead.
A little bit of a cooler night tonight, 63 degrees after the rain.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, it just cleared out perfectly. Obviously, not too buggy tonight. It's a little chilly, but we're dressed adequately, wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts. Up here on top of the broadcast booth. So nice night for some sports action. Girls lacrosse. Decided to watch the boys game after this, and I know they have a softball game over at their home stadium across the way. So good night for every sport, really.
Yeah, and spring is just a crazy sport. You got a lot of teams playing, on a different night. And, like I said, we would like to be at every game if we really could. We'd want to, but it's just possible. Teams are playing at home, teams are playing away, multiple teams. So you got 3 games going on here tonight, 2 on the lacrosse field here. And then you got a softball game going on at home, and not to mention, whoever else is on the road here for Beaufort High. So
Foul called there. Beaufort will retain possession as they are in search for their second goal. Now the shot off and a nice save.
And to Holloman, Mallory Holloman there on the save from the goal.
Yeah, great save by Holloman. We've seen Ramirez have a couple, but a few from Holloman as well. Not had to do too much tonight, obviously, as Phillipsons have controlled the majority of possession. That shot over the net there will go out of bounds. Philip Simmons trying to wrap around the net here, leads to a shot, or actually a pass. Looked like the shot there. Pass over the net.
That's a tactic. Normally that's a shot attempt, and that one goes over for the slick pass, and that's just one keeping Ramirez on her toes. And I think that was a shot attempt there, but just a little bit too high over the net.
Yeah, and good job by Philip Simmons, keeping 2 players behind that net, so in case the ball does go over there, able to recover it quickly, and now just wrapping around here. Foul called. Philip Simmons with a penalty there, and will lead to a goal, their 17th of the night. Number 6, Emmy Wood, the junior midfield player, getting on the scoreboard.
We got a little bit behind on that scoreboard there, as normally for us we have it set to automatically stop whenever one team scores. That's the only time the clock actually does stop here. And they got that rolling clock off, so it starts, and we have it set to stop, and then I go and hit a replay, and I forget that the clock has stopped and it started back. So it gets us a little bit off track, but less than 16 minutes left to go here in the second half.
Philip Simmons was a penalty opportunity, or Beaver High with a penalty opportunity, excuse me. Forgot they switched sides for a second.
This is Pellegrino almost getting that second chance attempt there.
Yeah, and Pellegrino, unfortunately, unable to convert that for Beaufort. Philip Simmons now headed the other way, as they've done so many times tonight. Done a great job just holding on to the ball, controlling the clock, and getting shots as they score yet another goal. That'll be their 18th of the night, just able to score at will. And, the final score In the Hilton Head game that we were at, it was 19-4. So far, 18-1. Looks like that what I believe was Beaufort's worst loss will be eclipsed tonight, assuming they continue to score here. Lost by 15. Obviously, now they're down 17, so point differential wise, that's a worse loss. But so probably the most goals they've allowed wasn't that Hilton Head game with 19, but with about 14 and a half minutes to go here, within one of reaching that total is Philip Simmons.
So yeah, definitely a long night here for Beaufort High. Not one of their best performances, of course. This was dubbed as Coach Gary emailed me. This is dubbed as Lacrosse night. Normally, the girls and boys varsity teams don't play on the same night, but they are tonight for Lacrosse night, and definitely don't want to go out like this tonight on the night that is, I guess, dubbed for your sport there, and you don't want to go out on any night this bad. So take some time and regroup and get right back at it next week and get a little bit of a winning streak going and build some confidence.
Philip Simmons again playing great defense there. See 5 defenders actually over there just around that ring by the goal. Just not letting anybody through. Trying to weave in there, Pellegrino. Play blown dead.
And you can see the confusion in communication with Beaufort High, opting to switch. Is when you can tell when Philip Simmons is on defense, they just set up a wall and they slide their feet and they shuffle and they don't let anybody to get inside of that. Hasn't been able to let Beaufort High get inside that wall. Beaufort High has tried to set up that wall, but you can see there they get confused switching over players, and then you got a low one there to Ramirez.
Now at their 19th goal. A low shot there. Clock continue running. I'm sure Coach Pellegrino, this game can't end soon enough. Down 18 here, just not their night, unfortunately. And so far, we have yet to witness this team win. Obviously, they have had wins on the season, but 9 games that we have covered. So extra special to see those wins in person.
Because I'd say, yeah, coach came up before the game. He's like, "Hey, man, come on, you got to know which games to come to, man. You got to get, he's coached a lot of new girls here tonight, and obviously, a team like Philip Simmons, who's obviously showing how good they are in lacrosse, probably not the best matchup for, a coach and his team with a whole bunch of new girls on the squad, and so like I said, I originally wasn't going to film this game. I was going to go to the boys soccer game and against Bluffton in Bluffton, but that game got rescheduled, of course, or canceled. And so I had nothing to do. I wasn't going to do anything, and then I was just bored, and I was just like, "Yeah, let's go do the lacrosse game." I hit you up, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm down," and I was like, "All right."
I'm glad you did too, because our house is actually being worked on. We had the getting new floors and new carpet installed, so there's workers there. They were there yesterday, and whenever I got home today, so not really a whole lot to do. I was just sitting on my phone,
Yeah.
waiting for the work to be done. Obviously, still quite a bit of ways to go, so not doing anything. Whenever you hit me up, like you said, I'm down to watch any sport at any time. The other day, Wednesday, since we didn't have a game, me and 2 of my friends went to his brother's soccer game over at Lays on Middle playing for Riverview. They tied 2-2. So I'm a fan of any and every sport, especially if there's people that I'm friends with involved. I'm down to watch any game whenever.
Yeah, we went out last night while we didn't have a game scheduled to cover, and My little cousin, we went to watch her. She's playing varsity softball as a seventh grader over at Bridges Prep. And granted, they got a little bit of a smaller team, but the fact that she's playing varsity in seventh grade is still a great accomplishment, regardless of the size of the team. And that was a long game. They called that game after five, but I believe the score was 15-14 at the bottom of the second. Obviously the score that you don't really see too often in softball. So but Bridges finally got it together in that third inning, third through fifth inning. Started to they changed pitchers and she started striking them out, and they went on a little bit of lead and wind up calling the game after five as they got up 10.
Yeah, we saw the mercy rule in effect just over here the other day against Goose Creek for Beaufort. Able to get the win 5-2 last night. We weren't at that game, but the game Tuesday, they won 19-4. They were up 15 after four. That mercy rule now penalty chance here. Weaving inside, trying to get that shot off.
Yeah, and dropping the ball there before she can get into that shooting motion. She probably wishes she can have that one back, and she's going to get it back, and she's got another opportunity here. Let's see what Carr can come up with.
Hopefully Carr can score here, get their second goal, and she will, and making the most of that second chance after being re-given the penalty. This time she buries it in the back of the net. Now down 17 is Beaufort. Obviously, unless they go crazy and score 18 goals in 8 minutes and 50 seconds, they won't win this game. But good job on Carr, just staying in there, persevering, and getting that goal. Now another face-off coming here. Beaufort trying to end this game at least on a high note, trying to score some more goals and at least hold on to possession, work on their passing. Haven't ran too many offensive plays tonight. Is now Philip Simmons. The ball here. And a save from Ramirez. Great job, up close, as close as you could get. And quick reaction from her there.
And we've had a change out. We didn't notice the switch in the pants there. She has on a different pair of pants. That is actually 21 Kate Lamb in the goalie spot for Beaufort High.
Great job by Lamb then, coming on and instantly making a save. Then I realized, that goal had been in the whole game, but I guess Coach Pellegrino, with the game obviously decided, figured he'd put the backup in. But great save by Lamb. It must be nice as a goalie on a chilly night like this, being able to wear pants, just standing there. Obviously, whatever their numbers call, they have to go and make a save, but for the most part,
being able to stay warm and bundle up just a little bit. And another save there by Kate Lamb, and that one from close range from Mello.
So far, 2 close range shots saved from Lamb. Philip Simmons unable to score on these close range shots against her. So good job from her, coming in. Probably wasn't expecting to play tonight, but Beaufort obviously probably not expecting to be down 17, and she gets thrown into the game, seeing some action. So far, 2 saves from close range.
High one over to Pulitzer, not able to chase that one down.
Once again, Philip Simmons' possession here. Good pass all the way out to midfield. And a great pass there, and they finally will score against Lamb, I believe, and it will.
It is Coggin again for Philip Simmons.
She's been a goal-scoring machine tonight. And now they have passed 19. I believe the most goals allowed so far this year. The game we were at, so they gave up 19 against Hilton Head, but now that has been surpassed here by Philip Simmons. And the fact that Philip Simmons is 3A, Hilton Head's 4A, if you think winning by 15 is impressive, Philip Simmons is now winning by 18, and they're a lower class as well. So just showing their dominance. They're extending this 6-game winning streak will now become a 7-game winning streak. Not sure who they play next, but trying to make it 8 straight after this one.
Mello no longer on the face-off. Got Betsy Smith facing off with Wiggins this time, and it looks like Beaufort High is going to come up with the win in this face-off. Tossing it up close, and whistle call before Alvarez can get her shot attempt off. Here she comes for her penalty shot.
Alvarez trying to score Beaufort's 3rd goal in the penalty attempt here. See what she can do. And she will score now 20-3. Yeah, with Beaufort playing James Island Monday, looking to get back in the win column. This will drop below 500 right now. They're 2-2. This loss will drop them to 2-3, but looking to get back to 500 at James Island Monday. Hopefully they can win that game, bounce back. Hate to see them suffer such a big loss like this so far. Both games we covered have not been close. You'd like to see a little more competitiveness, but unable to just not able to score enough goals tonight to make this one competitive.
Yeah, and I just, when I made the schedule, of the games that I were going to go to, I just looked at, who I thought were the best teams that were on the schedule to possibly cover, the best games. I didn't look up, I didn't think about, looking up, as far as skill level of both Beaufort High's team and their teams and probably getting the actual best game.
Well, we've seen a dominant performance from Philip Simmons tonight, so there's nothing I have no problems with the team being dominant over another team, but there's just something special about close games in basketball. I really enjoyed watching those close games between Beaufort and North Charleston, and then
Yeah, close games are definitely a lot more exciting to get you in the throw, keeps you involved most of the game. And even in low scoring games, if there's a if this was a a 2-1 game, all the way to the near end, kind of wouldn't be as the same level of interest as it would be in the blowout until the end. And now the teams are trying to score to get that win in the final minutes, and that's just it's just what it's like. This versus
adds a little more intrigue.
Yeah. And a save by Lamb.
And after watching that Hilton Head game, I wasn't sure I'd see a more dominant girls lacrosse team this season, but Philip Simmons immediately after showing them up, and now winning so far by 17. Obviously, 15, winning by 15, no joke, but 17 for Philip Simmons, very impressive. Able to put 20 goals on the board. If you were a casual fan, you told someone that the score is 20-3, you'd think it'd be a lot of back and forth scoring. But the fact that Phil Simmons has scored the majority of the goals is very impressive. Blown dead there from the referee. Under 2 minutes to go now. Phil Simmons just looking to wrap this one up without allowing any more goals. Obviously, if they even do allow a goal, it doesn't really matter because they're so far ahead. But
all right, it looks like here comes Alvarez. She's a little bit farther to the side now, looking to go for the pass, and not able to get it to Pellegrino.
Yeah,
she
maybe
scoops it up though. However,
obviously from the angle there, but maybe should have gone for the shot. At least try and squeeze it in there. At worst, you force the save, and one of your teammates is able to pick that one up. Now gets the redo here, and that one's saved.
and the close shot attempt here again, and then 2 close shot attempts, 2 saves there by Holloman.
And barring another quick goal here from Phelps Simmons, so far looking like this one's going to end It's a 17-point win, 20-3. But
And Philip
crossing
Simmons is
midfield
pushing.
quickly,
Yeah, she's trying to get that final goal, not letting off of the gas.
and they will get another. Now 21-3.
Philip Simmons just wanting to run it up here in the final seconds.
30 seconds. She was hustling past midfield. They're going to take their time, though, getting back to midfield and probably just let this clock run out.
Yeah, as we
Not
can
eager
whip
for
out
another
behind a little bit.
face-off.
And that's going to be the end of the game here. As 21-3 is going to be a victory for Philip Simmons tonight, the first game of Lax Night. Don't forget to stay tuned in as we'll go live again for the boys game. I know we got it scheduled for 7, but it's going to be 7:30. This game ran a little bit over. Originally, it was going to start at 5:30, but Philip Simmons came in a little bit late. The game starts at 6. So the boys game start about 7:30. So we'll go live for that game right after this. Once again, thank everybody for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a